There's Justin Scoop on Wednesday, or for Wednesday, October 22nd, 2025. Taking a look at a little bit of selling. So I remember saying yesterday, okay, now it's being slow. Hopefully, all right. I was saying yesterday, there's room to like open up and not make an all-time high. And sure enough, we opened up and didn't make the all-time high. So the Bears came in right exactly where they had to, not an all-time high. Again, to not even take out, yesterday's high. Um, okay, so we had some selling still off of this line. We've not closed back above this line. We'll see if we do. I mean, the Bulls came in today. They totally pushed it up. This is kind of shaping up. I mean, it's still got this kind of compression here. We just broke out and retested, started a bounce. So if we continue to move up, I mean, it looks really clean, like a consolidation pattern here, nice little symmetric triangle, and it's S curving. So if we continue up, if we get above today's high, if we make a new all-time high, it should keep running. It should hit 6,800 pretty soon. I mean, let's just see what happens. So, but let's kind of shift gears and look at today during the day. So we had some good selling. We put in same kind of consolidation here. Nice, nice consolidation there. Started to break down, retest, and went down. S curve, down, S curve, way down. That was really nice. Hopefully made some money on that. S curve down again, and then we started to have some buying come in. Somewhat of a double bottom. This is kind of a multi-bottom. It's not a really clean neckline. Ignore the red line, dotted line. But this is kind of like a double bottom sort of shape. And I'll show you in the options what you could have done. And then that ran up. Good target here, right at the long-term moving average, which we rejected at the start of the day, and then we actually ended up above to close out the day. So that's kind of how the day moved. Big picture. Okay, let me just zoom out on this because the two options I've got up are the 6,700 call and the 6,675 put. And both of these had some really nice base levels come in. So this one, a great, nice base, right around 2, 1.78, around 2. So I was in this at 2 and a stop down at 1. And I ended up having a target at 12 that filled on that candle, which was phenomenal. Was not expecting that candle at all. I thought we would just kind of, do our S curve and then S curve and then S curve and continue lower and eventually make it to 12, which we did over here. Was not expecting that. I was in a meeting and looked at my phone. It's like, oh, I'm already out. This is great. And then the call where we started to kind of bounce over here, all of this was putting in a really great low down in here, like a really nice base. You could have easily gotten in at 1 and just reddened that up. It didn't even look like a double bottom. Let's see. This, I mean, that doesn't really look like a double bottom. It just looks like it based, like it made a really massive low, and then the high was around 2, and then it broke out from there. And that was this move. Like that, it's really all of this is basically from somewhere around here all the way to like over here. And then like that little bit is that move. So it really took a while for the Bulls to get going again, even with the option, even though they were buying nicely all through here and continue to push this back up. At any point, it looked like it could just roll over again, and it didn't. So the Bulls actually came, they stayed. If we look at this time frame, or if we look at the 3 minute, I'm going to zoom out. I'm kind of look at um, what I drew on the daily. So kind of this consolidation like this and like that, and we're kind of ignoring this. I know that's not really clean, but it's here you can see the S curve, right? So we got a really nice bounce. If I drew this cleaner, let me try this again. If I drew this cleaner, oh, that was pretty good. And then like that, that's really good. Okay. So right in the middle of where these two kind of meet up would be somewhere in here. like around that level, like that price, 66.40 maybe. We're down to 66.60. Like we almost retraced the symmetric triangle really, really cleanly. If you kind of drew this a little steeper, so instead of this low, if you took this low, I think this would have been a little steeper. And then now you got the lower edge of a channel and then kind of upper edge there, and then ignore that as a breakout, like a false breakout of this channel. And then the midline's probably going chopping right through here, something like that. So we're almost back up to the midline, right? That's kind of the framework. So I don't have that drawn on this. I'm not even sure if I have that on the trading view one, but I mean, it seems like a really clean picture of what we just did today. Of we ran right into the top edge of this channel, and we just needed a pullback. We got some consolidation here, broke down, and actually that was Tuesday, Wednesday. So for whatever reason, it doesn't show a break here. So it was Tuesdays when so today's break was this, and then that went down. Anyway, so yesterday we were running into the high of this channel, and we are we hit back down at the bottom of it, and we'll see if we bounce back up to the top, which at this angle, probably 6,800 is pretty close, and that'd be a new all-time high, or 6,780 on the screen here. Which I think it'd be a little steeper than that. So yeah, that's kind of what we did today. So we'll see if we keep moving up. And if we keep moving up, okay, be in some calls. And if we give it up and we roll back down, be in some puts. Um, we did get a close back below this dotted line. Closing below, so ignore it on the 3 minute because it's not accurate, but you can pay attention to it on the daily. We closed above the 5 exponential and the 21 exponential. Um, so we're still above the 21. I'd have to go back and look to see like how quickly have we bounced back around the 21. Something still is just not quite right. So we need to really, within a few days here, we need to get a new all-time high. Or I think more selling is going to come in. Give it a couple days. We had a nice little pullback today. It could totally do it tomorrow. It could do it Thursday, Friday. It could do it next week. But I think we need to get there probably by like Wednesday, probably in a week. We probably need to do an all-time high again. Or I think there's just weakness here that isn't ready to go down, and it needs a couple days to be like, yeah, it's not going up, so it's got to go down. I don't know that it can go sideways for much longer, especially with the framework here, just the consolidation, what I just drew on the 3 minute. I think it's really going to move. I don't think it's going to go sideways. Now I'll eat my words, right? Because I said yesterday, there's no room. It has to make an all-time high. Like it's got to get there today, and it didn't, and it actually sold off. So I'll probably eat my words. It'll be an inside day tomorrow. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Hope this helps. This is Justin. Thanks.